Look, please don't use Naska as a baseline of what will happen if you go out and be social with people because
Oh,
he is an
no.
anomaly,
Yeah, no. My
like in
favorite
so
thing
many
to
ways.
do is wave at people, just random people as I'm walking on the street. Maybe you just don't like people
That
staring
is
at
a
you.
thing. Like,
The pizza will
there,
be finished when it's finished. Stop giving me murder eyes.
like,
What?
Well,
What
like
then
to be
give
happened?
him
honest with
murder
you,
eyes
when
back.
it comes to digital environments, I'm a lot more extroverted than I am in like real life. Because like I end up talking to a lot of people and attending a lot of events, like functions like this, games and things like that. But like in real life, I just don't like leaving my house, so I just don't unless I
No,
have
I'm
to.
just once I get warmed up, I'm the same online as I am in person.
So yeah, you might just be a socially anxious extrovert, and maybe that's part of the reason why you. Yeah.
It takes me usually a minute to get warmed up at a party, but once I do and I find people they're that are cool, it's like me online is the same in person.
Sure.
Um,
Once I get
I haven't
warmed up,
swapped from
otherwise,
Minecraft to the game, but
It's
I will say
time.
that I have created my greatest redstone circuit ever. No, it's just basically it's a way to make my jukebox infinitely play the Dwarf Fortress main theme.
oh,
Do-do-do-do.
that's pretty good. No comment on my redstone.
I really need to. Mhm.
I did as well. I was a redstone genius. I'm a command block.
Goodness.
I'm a redstone genesis.
What I need to do is rebuild my binary clock and then put my kelp farm together,
Binary.
and then just build it straight into the sky. Um, I actually built a kelp farm once that every time the pistons fired off, it it was such a size that it would lag the entire server.
just make a
Yeah,
just make a bamboozler.
yeah.
Chicken chunk! Chicken chunk! The chicken chunk. Yeah. I know, with Moon. Did you know Moon went to my rival school?
Are we doing rival schools still? Is that still a thing?
And
Yeah.
I don't
We
know
decided to
about it.
stop doing that after the
I don't
football
know.
game of
I haven't
'87.
the bite of 83. I know. I think freshman or sophomore year, a kid got like branded at one of those rival football games. I don't know. I wasn't banned, so I was like fairly like safe. And like the
How are
bands
you
got
fairly
along.
safe? If you're in band, it means you're on the front lines.
I don't know. Well, it's because the band's off in a separate section.
You're cordoned off. You think that makes you safer?
Well, that and never mind. I brought my katana. I would bring my katana just
Naska
in
brought
case.
his katana just in case.
They never knew. I hated band. Well, I hated the social part of band. I loved performing and I loved practicing, but I hated people in band.
Okay. Well, how's everyone doing? Are we alive?
Pretty good. I was playing Code 2, had some sweaty games. I have no idea. I
On
forgot
the
what we were
plus side,
doing.
we won the court case. On the downside, just everything else, just gestures broadly.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that means I
Yeah,
can follow back those streamers I unfollowed. Yeah.
sure. Unfollowed,
Oh yeah,
quote
yeah.
unquote.
I think they're like 3 or 7 day bans. Which Pirate Software, he brought out a great point about like when streamers get banned because it makes it so that when they get banned,
Your
their
subs
subs
don't
don't renew.
reapply automatically if you're
Yeah.
banned.
So like a 3-day ban over like 30 day over a month, that's like
That's a
1/10.
tenth of your income just gone
Yeah.
instantly. Woo!
Because you get banned too much. You're such a naughty boy.
You'll get
All
banned
you
on the
do is
daily.
get banned.
Naska_banned.
I don't think that would be a good idea. Like,
Tegan just wants an excuse to not have to stream.
see,
I mean, you can
here's the
just show
thing.
your
Here's-
balls on stream.
See, here's the thing, Tegan. If you get banned, you might get perma'd because you're not like raking in hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for Twitch.
Yeah.
Do you have any? I feel like if Tegan got permabanned, he'd gain the ability to fly though. Like he'd lose so much weight off his shoulders, he'd just start levitating.
He shows up at the Twitch headquarters and like, Twitch, your days are numbered.
Okay, well. Yo, Twitch banned.
And it's just
I
like the
can't
sad
believe it.
trombone effect showing your Twitch channel being banned. I got banned in Hoy Jimmy's chat.
I got banned off of what was I? What did I get banned off of? Like Jared Leto or something?
I don't
Or like
remember what other servers I've gotten banned in.
who was it?
I
I took someone and I wrote fixed on their forehead and posted it and got banned. Remember? This is like years. This is like years ago. That does sound like what would happen.
Did you get banned?
Yeah, I can't post there anymore. Well, hi everybody. I'm the dungeon master. I'm your dungeon daddy for this evening. I'm I'm the big guy. I'm Trito. I'm Trista. I'm the ace of ham.
He's big where it matters.
Tegan, tell him about yourself. You're an elf
You're a
guy.
full elf, yeah. Because I remember it being really weird that you're literally 18 years old and out of adventure.
I'm here 727.
Well, Naska.
Hello, I'm Naska_Link. I am playing not the winged elf, Roxanne. I like rocks, and I'm like 727 years old.
And Bob. Czar.
Hello, I am Czar Beefcake playing Robert Bob Lynn, a formerly goblin, now lizard folk bard / warlock, and I'm basically the physical incarnation of the energy level that Tristan is putting out right now.
I'm tired.
My point exactly.
I was busy getting the stream set up and ready, gamer.
What?
You know what?
I was playing
That's
Code
fair.
too.
Yeah, I know. We know, we know. Oh, we know.
Yeah, no.
You do.
Once
And yet
the
you
league
never get
ends,
any better at it.
I won a few games. I think I went
Twitch
up in
Pain
rank.
is unofficial fan content permitted under the fan content policy, not approved or endorsed by Wizards. Portions of the material used are property of Wizards of the Coast. Copyright Wizards of the Coast LLC. Hopefully they still exist a year from now, so this is relevant. Who knows anymore? Well, everybody, I hope you
What
had
were
a
we
good
even
time.
doing?
That's kind of my job. It's kind of my job to inform you of what's going on in this.
Like, why are we here?
Oh yeah, does someone else want to try to give a
I think
summary?
we got the girl from the shadow
We got the
world.
girl from the shadow. You know what?
From
I'll
the-
do it. I'll do
What?
it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
We
can't.
got
I
to
don't have
go
as
over
much
the Shadow
patience as
Realm,
I have
and
nowhere
then
near as much patience as
we
Orcish
followed
when it comes to submarines.
out inside of the sewer more, and then we came across some goblins, and we
It's
talked to
been
the
like 3
goblins.
weeks, so it's probably not a bad idea if I inform you guys of some of the stuff you saw too.
Yeah.
So let's let's play D&D. When we last left off, your party, having been brought to the Shadowfell by the Watchmother and having discussed with her the prospects of what would you call it? Removing some magical protections from a currently as yet unidentified, though some suspicions could probably be made by some of your party at some point. An as yet unidentified elf-ish man. You bought some things from the Watchmother and discussed the possibility of bringing her daughter with you. Okay, Tegan, you've broken it. You broke me. I'm broken. You possibly bringing the Watchmother's daughter with you, and you're gonna bring if you bring her with you, you got a thing. You got like a rock, I believe, that you can
Well,
break to
not
summon her.
like a black marble is what you like the
Yeah,
black pearl.
yeah. So with that in mind, you left the Shadowfell and returned to your sewer dungeon crawl, where you continued down on the dungeon, not really finding anything of particular interest, kind of skirting along the outside edge of the sewer until you came upon a large door. And I will also remind you down an other direction. See if I can see. You notice there were other things in this way in case you guys wanted to spend some time continuing to investigate around you.
I thought we were supposed to wait here.
Well, you certainly were supposed to wait at least a half hour and then try to continue deeper into the dungeon. You found this door here locked and could hear things behind it. You're a very stealthy rogue who had been lockpicking, despite you having a key to some of the doors, lockpicking very dexterously everything along the way.
Anything?
You stealthily lockpicked the door, and upon realizing you were speaking with some goblins who appeared to be of the group you had been searching for, you spoke up to them, discussed with them their current predicament of trying to get into the room that you had just broken into, and they informed you that they had been the last of the group that was going to head back to the temple under the, what's it called? The Divine Gate. The Guard of the Divine Gate building in the city above you.
Do I not have the sword? Oh yeah.
With that
When
in
did
mind,
when did we pass out? Oh, that was before we went to the shadow.
you guys took a long rest a while ago now, like an hour or two ago in game.
So I'm trying to look for the sword you gave me, and I couldn't find it.
Rockwave?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yes. With that in mind, your group, you discussed with this other group of goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears. I need to turn down the volume of dice rolling because goddamn was that loud for me. Where can I find the volume of dice rolling? Oh dear.
I didn't even hear the dice roll. Oh, there it goes. It was just
Figure
really
audio
delayed.
and video.
Yeah, first not one. Yeah, I didn't hit rogue. No, it's love. I swear.
Is there no audio editor?
Um, Basically, in the top right, if you click the little music symbol for playlists and then global volume controls, then I think at that point you can use interface to lower the dice rolling noises.
Ooh, that could be it. That could be it. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit more, and we'll see if it's better.
All right, let's test it.
Let's test it. Roll
Alright.
some dice. Okay,
For
I mean it's
13
not
hit you,
like
rogue.
deafeningly loud like it was before.
So that's an improvement. And as you can see, my dice luck is carrying over
Wow.
this week.
We
So
did not roll very well. Wow, none of us rolled very well.
all right, guys, time for me to make my backup character.
Oh, does the 26 hit
Just-
you, rogue? Oh, oh.
You guys, I forget this is the party that doesn't have optimized AC. This
Yeah,
is the only
I
group
really.
that isn't all 18s that I've ever DM'd.
Yeah, no, I'm a 14 AC. I realized that too. Like, wait, we
This-
need like armor.
I think we've been surprisingly successful considering we're entirely just a flavor party. Like we are not an optimized party at all.
Well, you see, I have a reach of 10 feet with my weapon.
Well,
So
and I
I
guess
can-
so. What else? You spoke with this group of goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbear, and were informed that they were trying to break into this room you are in now, so they could hopefully get some magic items or other valuables to impress Bo Davies, the man you've been searching for, when they return. They then informed you that if you carry on through this area, there's a
Wait, which
way
one?
through that's currently unlocked that will just get you into the section that they are having you wait while they sneak through now. Given that passing by it with groups of more than like 5 or so, they had mentioned, could be a problem, given the speed of the different weird lightning creatures they had said that were moving through it. Yes. So with that in mind, as you have broken into this, hello, Rock. As you've all, I can unpause now. You unlocked this door, went into this room, and discovered some magical items, which you have now identified.
I thought we were taking a short rest here since we had to take 30 minutes.
Yes, you could finish up a short rest and switch up attunements and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the attunements
Let me check my spell slots.
on
I think-
D&D Beyond? Not D&D Beyond, on...
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I'm
I
good.
think-
We took a long rest and
Yes, you guys haven't done anything big since that long rest took, so you're most likely okay. I will note you did take a long rest, which means several things probably reset, and I don't know if they reset automatically for you.
I'm just gonna
So it may
take a
be of
long
note
rest.
to check out some of your magic items and stuff since it's been so long, and make sure anything that was supposed to recharge did recharge.
I don't think we took a long rest here, Naska.
I know, but I was just keeping it up. I didn't use anything. Because I think a few of my charges went away that weren't gone.
All right. Did we check out this door yet?
You had not. You would have. You would remember your conversation with the bugbear earlier. He had mentioned that there were 2 entrances that they had found access into this armory. So he's probably referring to this other door.
Bob is going to see if he can scent anything on the other side of the door, thereby gaining advantage on his perception roll.
You're welcome. Yeah. Do a perception.
Rogue has blind sense.
Well, that's not something that Bob's thinking about right now. Let's see.
What you doing there, Bob?
That's a 22.
Okay. You can smell. It smells like kind of, like laundry, bedding, just random like boots, clothing. You get the sense that there is probably a like a barracks or a bedroom on the other side.
Barracks.
Probably a barracks on the other side of that door if you want to try and open it, Rogue.
The door is in fact locked.
Yes, it is locked. It's the same kind of lock as.
Whatever you want, Rogue. I know that.
I got a set of dice too. Should I roll? Should I be rolling in real life now?
Yeah. Do you have a hand cam?
No.
Can I roll my dice in real life with my hand cam?
No.
Dang.
Only because you asked, the answer is no.
Okay.
No, it's too dark in my room. These dice are not
I have too much dice.
brightly contrasting color map. I can't even
Oh,
see
no.
it from the
no.
distance. Rogue, you have been so comfortable at this point in unlocking everything that you just kind of go in. You get a little carried away. You can hear Bob sniffing at the door, and you tweak in your lock and start to turn it, and just clink. Your lockpick breaks.
Well, do we be using the hammer now?
I will say it's not like you have a +10 anyway. So I would say if you wanted to make a dexterity saving throw as you like pull it out, we could see how well you salvage your tools.
Do you only have one set of thief tools?
Okay, so I'm gonna say that despite your tools like snapping, you manage to get the pieces out, and you feel like this one broken tool is gonna give you disadvantage on uses of your thieves' tools, but you can still try to use them.
Don't worry. Apparently, I have thieves' tools as well. yeah, here.
No, wait, hold on. I think I might have a cantrip for this.
Oh wait,
I'm going to use mending.
Oh, actually, I don't think I have mending. Oh no, I do actually. I've got mending. Is it like a single clean break?
Yeah, it's just one of these little files. This long file.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bud. Then I take a minute and fix his thieves' tools.
Okay, you can see Bob holds on to the two ends of the thieves' tools, and there's this almost natural mending movement of the two metal prongs on either side just re-overlap over each other and reform into one long prong.
you're a wizard.
Honestly, the flavor that I had in my head for it was that since I use my musical instrument as my focus,
Oh,
which
you're
then
singing
handles
it.
most of my material components. He quietly plays the bagpipes in a way reminiscent of a certain franchise by George Lucas. And
They vibrate back together.
the tools like float in the air mystically before melding back together.
Roxanne claps.
I've been
Roxanne,
playing.
Roxanne claps at your amazing performance.
You can give the store another try as well. Yeah, you're good now.
Can I give him advantage by pointing at the door?
Okay. I will say you're on this side of the door, so it's a little bit easier to open. And you go ahead and chink, unlock the door.
Good job.
You swing this heavy stone door open. Look into, looks like a dark barracks.
I will.
Oh god. I only have so much
Roxanne.
healing, Rogue.
Well, I accidentally closed the door on me.
Then fuck. We're okay. Roxanne and I were in limbo of both of us having clicked it, and it was going on and off randomly. You step into this barracks room, just a musty old room that looks like it hasn't been slept in quite a while.
Oh my gosh. Move. Thank you.
Yes, as you step in, you can see there is a chest across the room, some just looks like empty boxes, little table, and a small stool, and then a bunch of wardrobes. This is just a little barrack dorm. Looks like probably just the common either workers or soldiers living in this area.
What?
You also, as you walk over this way, see a hallway that gets you back down to where you were. You didn't actually need to unlock that door in the first place. Also, let me check if I actually put a door here. I did. Okay, we're okay.
Look, here's the thing.
See it from right.
What I've learned from Baldur's Gate 2 is that every lock picked means XP. So I feel like this was a net win.
Well, yeah. Aside from us being a milestone game, you are right.
How much XP did we get for the lockpick?
Look, I'm aware of that instinctually and academically, but emotionally, I'm still back in those Baldur's Gate 2 days. So.
That's fair. Yeah,
I'm gonna go look at this chest.
I will note everyone's moving and my game started lagging, then everyone talked. What did people say?
I said I'm gonna go look at this chest.
Okay, so there's a chest, and then you check out that way. There is a chest. It doesn't appear to be locked.
I opened the chest.
Okay, you go ahead and open the lock.
Is it another mimic?
No, it's musty, and it looks like
Crusty?
there's probably at some point there was probably valuable stuff in here, but now there's some like lint, and it looks like dust kind of built up in the bottom of it. There are some what would you call them? The matches, the thing you use to start fires in it.
Tinder
though.
twigs, I think, in this game.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah.
I'll say also if you want to check the desk, nothing of particular
Yeah.
importance in the desk. No point in
Just
You open it and it's like there's visibly objects on it and stuff, but then when you check the inventory of the desk, it's just empty. This is now BG3. Rogue, you kind of walk up this way as well. I will say, it's been so long. What is everyone's passive perceptions as well as you're walking?
32.
Town hall?
My passive perception is 13.
13
And
as well.
Roxanne, 13. Okay. Rogue specifically, as you kind of come up this way, you hear a very low, almost. You're not sure if it's snoring or growling sound. Just this.
Is the door open?
If you were able to hear that. Okay, just this. Whoa.
Oh.
There is a locked cell door here.
Did
that
we
looks like
split
it
this
goes into
area
this.
down here?
You did not. You know the goblins had all been in this area when you got here.
Mm.
As Rogue points it out, you two can hear it just faintly.
Huh. I don't know. We can always check if we want to take the risk.
If it attacks, I attack.
If,
You spent 3 weeks trying to figure out a good response for that. You had 3 weeks, and this is all you came up with.
Okay. You do go in and there's a noise. How stealthy are you all being, by the way?
I can give you a roll.
yeah, now that we hear the breathing, I would definitely make a stealth check.
Okay, give me some stealth checks. Rogue, you do have advantage, but you're
Not stealthy at all. I'm snacking
Not very
away.
stealthy, yeah.
There is a moment, Rogue, as you kind of open the door. The door's kind of a little bit on its hinge, and you kind of get it open wide enough and start to slink through it, and then you hear as
Roxanne
the winged person and the slightly more rotund person behind you begin to move through it.
my sword just
the
blinks on the door.
Makes a loud squeak. You do hear a sort of like a grunting, waking up noise and like a sniffing of the air, and then just a deep, low growl just fills the room as you guys kind of half move through this door.
Want to just like close the door?
I'm not going to close the door with Rogue in there. That'd be a dick move.
Okay.
You're kind of all like just through the frame of the door as this happens. So, yeah,
Well,
you kind of.
Mikuzo.
Roxanne, you step up and look down as well.
Hands on my hip.
Rogue and everyone.
That's a
You
door.
can see a long line of cells going down deep into this room. I don't know if any of you have long enough vision to see deeper.
I mean, I probably do because I got the rope of eyes, but I also
I
can't
will
get up there
say
right now.
the noise of whatever just made as you all start walking in. There is a moment of like awkward silence, and as the three of you kind of step in now, there is a loud clattering on metal as a large orange paw slams out of the side of this cage and just this loud angry growl snarl comes through
Oh, look at the little
as
kitty!
a massive looking though quite gaunt skinny animal, which any of you can make a nature check to identify the specific kind of
I can do
large cat this is.
23.
Okay.
What type of...
22.
Rogue gets a
Roses.
kitty. This is a tiger. A very large, very large adult tiger that is currently trapped in this cell.
Does it look hungry?
It looks hungry. You can see that kind of there's like a grout or like a dripping slime almost that's kind of built in between some of the tiles. It looks like someone comes down here and hoses down the entire cage sometimes, maybe with the tiger still in it. It looks gaunt but not completely unfed,
How does this thing even fit
and
in
it
here?
is just snarling and trying to reach a paw through the cage.
Did we get a new pet?
Well, unfortunately, I can't. This wasn't one of the gifts my patron gave me when I leveled up.
When you leveled up?
Well, sorry, wrong term. When I grew in
When I
power
gained
recently.
esteem.
When I
It's,
increased my rank.
Hold on, I do want to. I corrected myself. I'm moving on.
On a scale of 1 to 20, how leveled do you
Yeah.
feel?
So, but there is something I want to try. Let's see.
We'll support you. I'd rather not kill a cat animal.
So I forget the rules of the help action at 5e. Do they have to be proficient in the skill to help to give the help action?
It depends on what you describe yourself as doing. Not necessarily, though it's certainly depending on what you're trying to do. Like if there's nothing you could possibly do to help, then kind of it's like an issue. Like if you have something else besides being proficient in it that you feel would also be of help, then
Oh wait,
certainly
hold
you
on.
could
I
try to do
forgot
anything like that.
the familiar exploit. I'm going to actually have Bear help me with this. So essentially, I'm going to be trying to do an animal handling check to calm the animal down.
Okay, so Bob, you kind of move in front.
Yeah.
Bear on your
genius,
side, you can see, you can sense like the more animalistic, like psychic energy that Bear is able to put off kind of starts to emanate out as you're kind of a psychic creature as well, sensing around you. You can sense this.
No, because it's accurate. Even when Bob was a goblin, he was a creature.
A creature of psychic intent.
I do
You can feel
have
this it's caged. You can feel this this calming psychic intent from Bear as you kind of approach.
Remember, I have
Alright.
Flash of Genius if you want it. It's a +3 to your roll.
That's probably going to be needed because I only have a +3 to this.
Okay.
So, all right, we're going to do this with advantage.
Oh.
I mean, Flash of Genius would help push that to a 19.
Yeah, I got you. I don't know what you're going to do, but...
Well,
So,
he's basically trying to calm down and befriend this animal.
There it goes.
Kind
It
of
just
hold
took a
out
lag.
and you kind of hold out and hush this creature, stepping forward towards it. You can sense an anger in this creature, but it does not like immediately try to like reach out and like grab at you or anything as you approach it. So far, it seems to at least understand your non-hostile intent.
Okay. Hold on, let me check my inventory.
What do I have in my bag?
Okay, I've still got 6 days of rations. So I'm basically going to give the tiger like a full ration. Like, which for Bob would probably be mostly protein based, especially well as a goblin and later
It's
as a
just a
lizard.
hunk of meat.
Well, it's probably mostly
Lots of
dried meat,
jerkies
but
and
it's
dried meats and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but it's like preserved meats and stuff like that. But it'd be something I think the tiger would probably be interested in.
Yeah,
if
I
it's
say you
starving.
guys, you and Roxanne both rolled definitely high enough your nature checks to know that a ration would be fine food for a tiger.
So yeah, he's basically gonna try and feed the tiger and continue generating goodwill.
Okay, you hold out the ration and immediately the tiger snatches it up and backs off a little bit to the back of this cell.
What's his
Starts
name?
eating it.
Doesn't I don't know. I can't talk to animals.
Oh. Rogue,
You can
what's
see
his
kind of in the
name?
back of this cell too, given how dark it is in here, just the like glowing eyes of this thing as it's sitting in the back of the cell looking out at all three of you. Cautious but definitely thankful for the food.
Okay. Can I? Does it look injured at all, or is it just hungry, like emaciated?
It definitely looks hungry and emaciated, like it doesn't get fed enough. You get the feeling this thing might be either someone's pet or someone has trapped it down here. It definitely has to be getting fed at some point, or else it'd just die. You can see
Yeah.
there are some just like little bones piled up every once in a while, and a few droppings here and there that have been kind of skittered to the corner. It's definitely, this cell has been cleaned, like, or else if this thing was here for any amount of time, it would be just horrible in there. But it's definitely been cleaned.
All right.
Yeah. So something is keeping this animal alive.
Something or
Okay.
someone.
Roxanne, I'm going to need you to get somewhere a little bit further away. Rogue, I'm going to need you to pick the lock on this door and then step away. I'm going to try something stupid.
I like stupid.
Rogue steps up to the door, pulls out tools, and starts clamoring at the door.
Oh God!
Oh my
Not
god.
again.
I will say also, Rogue, you go to like stick into this door. I'll say I think what makes sense right now. I am going to need a dexterity saving throw from you as you begin to unlock this door, and the tiger, seeing you do that, immediately stops everything and charges the door just into it, like definitely wanting it open. You bounce off away from it. Your tools kind of just clamber to the ground. You don't really know the state of them right now.
Bob's
Yeah.
gonna try and soothe the animal again, like, "Hey, shh, 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 shh. Hey, it's okay, it's okay.
Looks
Just give
back
us a
at
second.
Rogue.
Trying
Looks
to
to
get you
you.
out."
There's a very long pause where
Sup?
this animal is just staring at all of you.
Bob is going to hold out a hand as if to let the tiger sniff it.
A couple sniffs, some confusion, maybe a moment of acceptance from it as it turns around and heads back and starts eating the food again.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and try again, Rogue. Check your tools.
Wow, you've been really bad at this lately, Rogue.
He's off his game.
Maybe it's because of the voice.
Are
Or
you
maybe
there,
it's because you're
TK?
not even talking at all.
Oh yeah, you have been. I
I,
was like,
oh, it's fine, Rogue. You were just attacked. Yeah, yeah.
You start to gather up your tools again, Rogue, and you notice there's several pieces of your toolkit that have rolled into the cage now.
Do you need to
Just
borrow
a couple
mine?
feet in there, but
You need to borrow mine? Do you need to borrow my thing too?
you're
You can
definitely back
borrow
to
mine.
disadvantage. But if you want Roxanne
hold
to
on.
hit
I'm
you.
I'm also going to give Rogue Bardic Inspiration this time. So you get a D6.
Hand off of
There
thieves'
you go
tools to
too.
Rogue.
Yeah, I give I give Rogue like a inspiring speech. Like, you got this, Rogue.
Yes, my Bardic Inspiration's a D6.
Okay,
I didn't see that.
you're back in. Go back in on this lock. It actually isn't a hard lock
There
as
it
you
goes.
go into it, and you realize, yeah, this is not hard. You unclick it, it unlocks.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, Rogue, you might want to move to the other side of Roxanne because otherwise it might feel cornered.
Coochie coochie. Yeah, here, you
I
deal
will
with
say,
that.
as you two,
We're just
as
gonna go down this
Roxanne
way.
and Rogue, as you two are moving further this way, you can see there's another stone door on the end of this way, and it looks like there is a like keychain like holder here
Is there
on the
keys on the
wall.
keychain?
Yes, there is a key ring.
Ooh, hello, keys.
All right, and
Grab up
Bob
some
will
more
open the cell
keys.
door.
Can I
Okay,
look at try to
the
like figure out
door
what key does what?
swings open. You see the tiger. Anyone else doing it, you feel would have been a problem, but as you open it, the tiger kind of steps forward, having devoured the whole of the ration now.
Bro,
And
come
see,
over
it
here.
looks around,
Get
looks
the
at
corner.
you, kind of curves its way out of the door awkwardly, being such a big creature in this small space.
Yeah, Bob will back up and give it some room.
Kind of, it gets out
I
and it
think I'm
just
gonna say
starts to
Lego
back
City.
off away down the hallway.
Bob will wave.
I peek around the
It just
corner and
looks
wave at
around,
it.
sees an open door, walks out
Mhm.
that way, and it leaves your sight. It leaves your sight, definitely begins prowling and stealthing.
I feel like we've done a good thing today.
You don't know where it is, and
Nope.
you stop being able to hear its paws as it disappears down the
Well,
hallway.
not our problem anymore.
No one deserves to live in captivity.
Yeah, you go back and
While he
collect
does
up
that,
your
I'm gonna just
tools.
try the keys on this door.
Okay, you now have. Okay, hold on, just one second. It for some reason it teleported me over to Rogue. Uh, yeah, Roxanne, you go ahead and try some of the keys. So you have now, you have a key that you know was for the outer like sewer area, and this keyring has two keys on it. Go ahead and try one of them, and it doesn't work, and then you try the second one, and it unlocks this door.
Welcome back to Lockpicking Elf. Today we'll just be using the key because we're not insane. I mean, I'm also a lockpicking elf, and I'm a lockpicking winged elf. Yeah, I'm also a lockpicking artificer. Yeah. Well, I opened the
Bob
door.
reaches past it. Okay, yeah.
You open.
We just have this conversation. It's like, wow, we have a
You
lot now.
open
Yep.
this door into what almost looks like either an infirmary or otherwise a like cordoned off hospital room. There are lots of curtained off bedrooms essentially, and a bunch of cabinets along
Ooh,
one
free loot.
one wall.
I like to investigate for loot.
Okay, I will say you guys just thoroughly investigate the room. There's nothing like particularly hidden, so eventually you guys do find you find two healing potions, and looks like somebody at some point forgot some money, either fell out of their pocket or something somewhere. There's just about 10 gold pieces just
I'll take the
strewn
gold.
about on the
And did I
ground.
give
Yeah, there's like a gold piece under a carpet here. There's a gold piece in a chest
I
there.
10 gold and I
You
gave
find
Rogue
about
the
10
2
gold
healing points.
pieces. It's not all gold pieces worth. It's like it's like some of it's copper and silver pieces, but 5 gold pieces total worth of money.
5 cop what? I
Sorry,
heard
10
10.
gold pieces total worth of my brain, and 2 healing potions. There's 2 healing potions in here.
I give Rogue the 2 healing potions because he seems like he would benefit from them.
Remember to keep it
Also,
updated on your D&D Beyond as well. That
I
way, if
did that
I
as well.
update them, it's
I'm
safe.
pretty sure we gave the Gauntlets of Ogre power to
Me.
Naska
Damn.
last session. Yeah, okay.
And I just attuned to them during that short rest.
Yes.
So I have +4 now to my strength.
It could happen.
I'm a strong boy now.
I feel like I've missed doors in place because I'm silly. No, sometimes it just doesn't pop up that there's doors for me when I look at them. So yeah, you can see there's 2 doors out of here as well. One next to Roxanne, then one back here.
I try the keys on this door.
The door doesn't appear to even be locked as you open it and see down a long hallway to some
As soon as
doors
it
on this
updates.
end, and then it opens. Looks like there's a stairway here. The hallway continues this way, and the hallway also continues down this way.
I look back and was like, wait, weren't we supposed to be going somewhere?
We were, yes.
Like,
Yeah,
what was
so you
the
guys
door
have
we were even
kind of
supposed to
found your
go?
way into a part that was locked off from some directions, and therefore, yeah, you guys are going the direction you were pointed in, just not down the
Oh,
way they had pointed.
I can go unlock it. Okay, well, I'm gonna just peek forward.
You head down towards that door. It is not locked either, as you kind of pry at it.
I really don't want to leave Roxanne unsupervised, so
Yeah, as you guys kind of, you kind of
I
step in. It
peek
looks like
around
just like a rec room. You
as
hear
soon as it updates.
skittering movement as some large pod animal darts back this way. Sounds like it might have been at or near that door and heard you come through that way. Like
We're
a
just leaving
tiger.
all the doors open.
Rogue, no!
I hear Rogue yell, "Kitty, where are you?" And I just run back.
Oh
I
God!
don't think he actually yelled that, but yeah. You
Rogue,
kind of
you
step
okay?
in.
I
This
heard
looks
you
like kind of
yell,
a
"Kitty."
rec room of some sort.
Okay. And I go out this way as soon as it updates.
Kind of head up to this door. Go ahead and open it. It's not locked either. Boop.
And as soon as it updates, I'm
Step
gonna
through. You
appear
can
out at the
see
same time as
Bob
Rogue.
down this hallway as you look in. Actually, Bob is kind of behind a pillar here. You'd sense him with your passive perception.
I
And
appear out
Roxanne
as
down
soon
the
as
way.
Rogue opens the door as well. I just lagged.
You can see, yeah,
Oh, hi, Rogue.
Rogue, from where you are, you can see there are like 3 hallways here that kind of connect up. You get the feeling you might be in like the central area of a big compound.
Okay.
You can also see up this way too, another like entrance exit door up these stairs. It probably, you'd get the feeling, given where you are. Okay. All 3 of you would get the feeling that this door leads to an area that you've literally already seen. You just barely were out of vision range of
I'm
it
gonna open that
earlier.
door.
You can head up. It's not locked. You get the feeling that Bo Davies' crew might have already opened up here and been through this way.
I just peek
You kind of
out.
step out. You can see in the dim light of some areas all the way down this way. You've already been here. You walked by here already.
Ah, okay.
This direction you
Useless.
haven't gone though, but it's like there's this deeper compound and then the like sewer system continues.
If you want to,
Oh, there's a
will
door
say
right
Bob,
here.
as you kind of walk in as well, you notice this door.
And that way just leads back to
Bob
where we
will
already came
test and
from.
see if it's locked.
It is indeed, as you kind of turn on the handle, there's a lock.
I'm gonna try the key.
Roxanne, you kind of
Move
go
out of
up
the
to
way
it
so
with
they
the
can try the
key.
key.
You try both the keys, and neither of them work.
Well, I'm done. That was my try.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna exchange over some. Oh wait, you got the rest of your rogue's tools. You're good. Your thieves' tools. Rogue, I will say, as you step up as well, with your passive perception high enough, you notice there is a small piece of the stone face here that is slightly recessed on the wall.
What is it made out of? Can I investigate it?
Push the button.
Push the button. Push the button. Push the button. Push the button. Push the button.
You press in the button and you hear a clunk clunk, like a movement and grinding of stone. In front of you, a secret hallway opens.
Secret passage. Tunnel.
Roxanne runs down the hall.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. She sees the secret
Roxanne, could
tunnel
you please
open.
make me a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
as you run down this hallway?
Wait, how do I do that again? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Can I get
Roxanne,
advanced?
you go running down this hallway. It's too narrow of a hallway for you to fly in, so you literally, as you're moving down it, are kind of scrunched up in the hallway. There is a moment of your running where you kind of trip over a little string on the ground and smack your face into this rock wall here, falling prone. You are now prone on the ground right there.
Can I stand up?
You go ahead and stand back up. It's just a little tripwire on the ground behind you here.
Stupid thing, and then I cut it.
I'm gonna step over it. Are you
cut it.
certain?
Rogue.
Rogue, you're checking for traps. Roxanne, you step down to begin cutting on this tripwire. Roxanne, I will say it is metal tripwire.
Oh. Heat metal. I'm just kidding. Just place my heat metal slot.
Could you make me an investigation or perception check, Rogue?
Oh, I thought you were about to say, I'll make an investigation as well to
Bob
figure out
hears
what
a
it is.
thud.
I'd like to investigate then what I tripped over.
Okay. You see there is a tripwire, and it looks like it heads into the wall going this direction. So you tugged on this tripwire and tripped on it, Roxanne. So if it activates something, you activated it, but you didn't see the effects.
Did it feel like it did something?
Rogue, you can see that it goes into the wall, and Roxanne, as you investigate it more, you can see that like you could tug on it in this wall right
I
here.
tug on it and give it multiple pulls.
You tug on it, are you trying to like figure out what
Yeah.
if it does anything? Make a perception or investigation check.
Yeah. No idea what it is.
No apparent effect as you tug on the tripwire.
Well, this thing's useless. Yeah. Can I try ripping it out?
So
after 31 episodes, Bob has finally given up. His spirit is broken. He's just going to let Roxanne run forward and do whatever they're going to do until they die.
Well, if he's in here and you're out there, then where's the caveman?
I turn back to Rogue. Where's the caveman? Oh, that's what it is? I mean, I did trip on it, and it is a wire. Well, it went to a long passageway. Anyways, do you want to continue on to this door?
Yeah, you can try to pick the door.
I'm just side-eyeing the tripwire.
Don't worry about me. That is the DC. You unlock the door. It's unlocked now. You open it and see deep into a room. Rogue, as you look into the room, you can see there is a false bookcase. You have a high enough passive perception to notice many things. There's a false bookcase in here, and as you kind of step in, well, I mean, it's been long enough. That's all. You kind of step into this room and begin looking around.
Does Bob see the tripwire in here?
You want to make an investigation check? Sure. And what
I'd
was
just like to
what
see
was
what
Bob
around
saying
here.
As well?
Does Bob see the tripwire in here? No,
Yeah, you heard a thud, heard people investigating something. As you kind of look in, you can see the tripwire. Okay, there is a little tiny bell, Rogue, that is just like just behind a part of this wall. It sounds like maybe it's even behind this false bookshelf here, and you get the feeling that if that was tugged on, it would make that bell sound. You can't tell where the bell is. You just, as you investigate, you see that like you kind of walk back and forth, and you kind of envision with your blind sight there's a bell behind this wall. Bob, you kind of go walking down this way as well.
I'd like to just investigate the room for loot.
Bob, you kind of step over here as well. Rogue, I believe you can even sense Bob walking up there. Um, Bob, you kind of step around and see. You see. Now that you know what you're looking for as well, you can see there are 2 more recessed buttons on either side of the walls of this little corridor, and there's also a chest on the ground that Rogue just hasn't gotten close enough to sense yet.
Okay.
He is now close enough as he walks over towards you, though.
Is the chest locked?
You go to get it. The chest is locked, but it's not
Alright, Bob will
heavy.
leave
It's a
that
very
for Rogue.
small chest. The chest is like it's like a 1.5 foot by like 2-inch chest. It's like weighs like 10 pounds maybe.
Okay,
And there is
Bob
a
will-
false wall here, which you walk over and can feel. There's another recessed button on this wall here. And Roxanne, are you investigating the like drawers and bookshelf
Yeah,
and stuff?
I give a
Okay.
tug on the door, then just look
Yeah,
at
go
the
ahead
bookshelf.
and go ahead and investigate check for me.
Okay.
And
Can I
okay,
get
you hear
advantage using
another
my
thunk
rock?
thunk, and the stone removes itself, and you can swish the bookcase around like a door.
Can I get advantage using my rock to like?
You can have your rock go through stuff too. Yes.
Oh, to 12.
Okay, you
Probably.
start to go through the desk and everything. You do find some papers which you could take some time by a light to read if you wanted.
Do I need a light?
You kind of, it's hard to I'd say it takes a little bit longer to read, but because you have good dark vision, you could parse out the letters and stuff. You
Well, I
would,
can-
if anything's in color or anything, you would miss that, but it's just
I
writing, it
can
appears.
just pop a. I can pop like. Where is it?
Bob continues down the hallway. There's a stairway, and you find another recessed button down the hallway at the end of the way there, Bob.
Bob pushes the button. He's in a fugue state right now. Like
Bob
Roxanne has
is
run into so
wandering.
many traps. He's just like, I'm just gonna keep going till I find something or I die. This has been my life for months.
I
I'm
caused my
done.
rock to become a little light as well, so I can use it.
The stone removes itself, revealing a door, which it's like the back of a bookshelf. You feel you could push against.
Okay, Bob will push against the bookshelf.
Swings open into a library. And you
Oh.
do feel you've gotten a bit far from your party as well, Bob, I will point out. But you're
Bob is fully aware of this and does not care right now.
Roxanne, you find some papers. You can begin to investigate them. You'd be aware that the time you spend to do that. It's also there's a big like animal rug on the ground in this room.
Is it a bright light or a dim light that it makes? Bright light.
Do you make a bright light as well? And
Well, I
there's
turn
a
my.
chest over here.
I turn
And
my
there's
rock
another.
into that.
You can You also know this recessed button. You can open this door as well. You think you can open this wall? Yeah, you think you can open this other wall as well if you want. Yeah, sure. There's another room.
I use my rock to make a light just so I can read it faster.
Okay, you go ahead and make a light and begin to scan. There. Letters back and forth between a person and, well, not necessarily back and forth. Letters from a person, like received to a person. So someone's been sending letters, and these are the letters they received. The person is A1. Write this down because I don't know where I put it. I remember his name is Archibald something.
Balls.
No.
Archibald's balls stomper.
There's some that are like they're like flirtatious letters. You get the feeling that this person was kind of going back and forth. Also, there's one letter at the end that's like that vaguely gestures to like, has the deed been done yet? You get the feeling that this person was supposed to be doing something here that was either important or otherwise illegal.
Well,
To be fair, though, you have no idea when these papers were written. Some of them, actually, that's not true. Some of them are addressed. These papers are from. Sheesh, let me get the timeline.
what a nerd! You made a timeline.
Let me get the timeline.
That's a pretty cool
These
rug.
papers. Yo, does anyone remember what year it is right now? It's 1358, isn't it? I believe these are listed from year. Jeez, my guy. These are from 1290. These are from like 60 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, you can see
60 years
they're
ago?
they're rather tattered.
That was my
But
what arc was that? What book series was I reading 60 years ago? Oh, it was the Dwarf King series. Yeah. Can I check this
Bob, are you
this bear rug
wandering?
out? I'd
Bob's
like to
wandering.
investigate this bear rug.
Bob, I will say
Actually, I was AFK briefly, but I'm back.
Oh, okay. From where you've wandered, Bob, there'd be important stuff you can check out. So let me.
Yeah, that's what I figured. This looked very shriny. So,
It's a big fireplace.
okay, fair enough.
Massive fireplace.
Is this
There's a
bear rug
big plush
anything?
rug on the bottom. There's suits of armor in the room and a big cross of swords above the fireplace. A very posh looking like library nook. As you kind of wander in this library, Roxanne, what's
give
your question as you two
the
begin to
bear
move
rug.
towards?
What is this bear? Do you need a
It's a
nature
big
check?
white furred bear.
I have a 25 for
It's
the
a
nature
polar
check.
bear rug.
Oh my gosh, it's a polar bear rug.
Oh my god.
Man. I
Uh,
give Rogue a head pat as I
I
approach him.
will say, Bob, as you've kind of wandered into this nook,
What?
and are like looking around, I don't think you'd actually get away from the nook.
Okay.
Because as you're
Oh.
looking around, could you make me a perception check, Bob?
Yeah, I
As
can
you
move
kind
up.
of are stepping
Okay.
around
As
soon
this
as it
nook and
updates.
looking around.
I will have Bear help me with just their head
Yes,
being on a
Bear.
swivel.
I'll say Bear's also his head is on a swivel out of the back of your backpack as well as you two are looking around.
18.
Okay, you both step in, are looking around, and you're like looking around the room and otherwise for a couple seconds, and then Bear kind of tries to grab your attention, kind of like nudges at you, and kind of points at the suit of armor in the corner over here.
Well,
Did
we'll
you
move
get rid of
over
the
and look
bell?
closer at the suit of armor.
You step over towards it. You can hear the movement of hopefully your allies moving down the hallway behind you. And as you walk up to this suit of armor, it jumps off the wall and goes to attack you. Could I have everyone roll initiative?
Fun.
Wait, what? How do you do initiative?
Bob, I'm sorry I'm sorry that Naska's finally broken you, but it's time.
No, it's fine. I get it. I understand. Like,
Oh, no combat encounter.
I do have to do that. You're not
Rogue,
wrong.
did you get rid of the bell? Oh. I got a
can't
6.
resize the text window. That's weird. Okay.
Was my initiative always this bad?
Not always.
No. It was a plus.
Pay
2.
no
Okay.
attention to the things in the initiative order.
Let's see. Where's my initiative? There it is.
Wait, me just get the volume right. Let me get the initiative order taken out and put it in a good place.
Well, I hope they clump up.
Let's roll some initiatives. Oh, they have advantage, actually, because they surprised you. Sort of. You rolled high enough that you're not actually surprised, Bob. Rogue, your passive perception's high enough that you're not surprised by the noise of stuff moving. You're not in there, but still... Roxanne, could you make me a perception check to see if you're surprised on the first round?
I'm with Rogue. Do I get Rogue's perception?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
But thank
Wait,
you for
can
the
I use-
subscription, though.
Can I get advantage with my rock?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a
It's
yes?
not like no, it's a thing that happens at the beginning of combat if we're not sure whether or not you'd be surprised. Which you are.
Yeah, I've rolled a low.
It happens.
Initiative, yeah.
So,
I have a
Roxanne, you specifically are surprised, so you will not be going on the first round of combat.
Well, Bob's probably dead.
If it happens, I've got a backup character planned.
I will
always have
say,
a backup character planned.
around you, Bob, the two... I'll just put everyone where they actually are now, because you can see them. The rug kind of begins to flutter under your
You would be
feet,
here, Rogue.
and the armor next to you kind of jolts forward.
Oh.
With that in mind, these two flying swords actually are the first thing that get towards you. Both of them come up and swing at you.
Boss
Yes, okay. So both of these flying swords kind of dart off of the fireplace, spring down towards you. They're gonna go ahead and get a... Okay, that's a 21 and 22 to hit you.
Yep, that'll do it.
From both of them. I believe they both get one attack. Yes. Okay, so both of them slash into you for 5 and 5 damage. So 5 each, 10 damage total as both of them slash into your back from above you. And Bob, you
Alright.
feel that slash, see this armor kind of jolt towards you. What do you do?
Bob is going to let out the heaviest of sighs, and he's going to move 1. So if the swords get reactions, they get to attack him.
They do. With that in mind, just let me... My music got really loud suddenly. Okay. They both are gonna...
Oh, that's right, I can, yeah.
can,
I will
if you
bonus
wanna
action
do that.
disengage as a goblin.
Okay, kind of
And-
step back, hop onto the table, and jump back out of the room.
So
You disengage from the
2.
4 things around you. Not a bad idea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just again still in that fugue state. Like Bob wanders off this way and then turns back around and casts Hunger of Hadar. Let's see here.
I have no idea what's I see this circle.
There's just
pop
this.
up.
There's this sudden, just void, icy sucking noise that just swirls around, and you just hear this crunching, sloshing of everything, and then like books flying around, and just like tables creaking and chairs everywhere, and just armor and rug and sword just clanging against stuff. Does it deal damage now or at their turn?
Once they start their turn, they automatically take 2d6 cold damage, and if they end their turn inside of it, they have to make a reflex save or take another 2d6 acid damage. And
Okay.
also for movement, the area is considered difficult terrain, and all creatures within the area are blinded.
Okay. You don't really know where these guys' sense of like the universe comes from, given them being like magical things, so they might not care about being blinded, but
I just wanted to
the
say
difficult
just in
terrain is
case.
still probably going to affect them. Yeah. With that in mind, though, you hunger Fadar them, so they're in there, and you're out here. And so...
And that ends my turn. So the animated armor is going to take...
And this combat encounter... No, I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Yes, so...
Wait, hold on.
20 damage?
No, that's incorrect. It's 11 damage is the cold that was rolled.
Nice, though. You just hear this, this, like, frosty, just, like, slosh of energy, as this thing kind of just, what is this thing's movement? It's probably not going to get out. 25, so it can move 2 squares. In the darkness, you kind of hear it shambling towards you. I think it's just going to dash. Well, that's his turn. It's still in the area. Go ahead and do some acid damage.
And it takes another 9.
So it does take...
Oh, no, actually, it has to make a saving throw of DC 15 dexterity.
Okay. Well, roll the nat 20 or else it would have failed, so...
Okay, in that case, then, it does not take the damage.
Okay.
It only took the 11.
Good to know. Rogue. You hear clambering and Bob cast a spell. Rather bored, actually, sounding.
He sounded mediocre on, like... Roxanne has no idea what's going on. I don't know if you could help her.
You can squeeze past Roxanne. It's a little tight, but...
Oh, hi, Rogue. What are you doing?
You step out to see Bob and then a giant fugue of darkness.
Yeah, you're a rogue.
Things in... Well, Bob was just going to start talking as soon as he hears or sees Rogue, and he's going to be like, and the fucking furniture in here comes alive and attacks you. You've been down in the sewers for 2 days. Roxanne's just continually running ahead, just continually running and running and running ahead. And
running and running
whatever.
and running and running
I just,
and running.
I can't do it anymore. I've been trying to keep everybody alive for so long.
And we still are alive.
I'm so tired all of the time.
I mean, we're still alive.
Bob's done with it. Yeah. Okay, you step up, you do the hokey pokey, and you can, yeah, you're good. You're good. You both have blind sight, so neither of you have advantage or disadvantage. But he's immune to the blinding condition. You doing okay? No, you have Bob next to you.
Yeah, I'm right next to him, so it still counts.
Still counts. Still
Also,
counts.
aren't you like some class regardless of what you do? Aren't you that like archetype that gets like it's sneak attack?
You get it anyway, yeah, if he's the only one. I don't know, dog. It all makes sense now. I don't think 14 hits. No, you kind of... It just skitters off this just animated armor as you swing at it. It doesn't have
Oh,
advantage.
sorry, my bad. I was confused on what you were talking about. It's sneak attack you were talking about.
Rogue. Anything more? And Roxanne, you're a bit surprised by the situation. You kind of running down these stairs, you hear a loud noise. And, yeah.
I wouldn't say running, but yeah, definitely going down the stairs.
You fell down the stairs now. You hit another tripwire that only you could experience.
Oh. Well, I hope that didn't break the plural.
The rug... It begins to float in the air.
It still takes a 2d6.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Hold
roll me
up
some
1
cold
second.
damage, Bob.
Take 7 cold damage.
7.
That's average.
How do you do math? It's been so long.
It's
Okay.
been so long.
It's gonna go ahead and move, and then it's gonna dash. That's gonna end its turn.
All right.
Well-
Needs to make a DC 15 dexterity check.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw, not check.
3.
Takes 5 acid damage.
Yo. This monster. This monster. The man behind this water. Animated armor. I don't know what happened. I think we broke it. I think we broke something. I think Roxanne hitting a tripwire and then tugging on the tripwire really broke something in me.
Really broke something in Bob too.
It was a secret passage.
This area hasn't really been like inhabited for quite a while. The traps and stuff aren't, and they weren't like there to kill people. It was just like a compound that people were building stuff from. But either way, we got movement, so
It's 6 cold damage to that set of armor.
yep, I got it. And then he moves here, and that's his turn. So another
Right.
save. 5.
That's another 4 acid damage.
Yo! You're getting him down. You're getting him down, don't you worry.
What is
Here's
a
the
Yahtzee?
thing. These bookcases are blocking the way, which means that if Bob stays here, they can't leave.
So I will point out, the bookcase only covers about half of this tile. You've got a point. You've got a point. Also, all of these things can fly. So it might
Say
be a
the
little
animated
bit,
armor can't.
Not exactly. I mean, it hovers above the ground.
All right.
I'll give you the animated armor might have some trouble. Let's get these, let's get these 2 swords. Bear's doing some damage to these guys, don't you worry.
So first sword takes 8.
Okay. It's not looking too good as it swishes. It kind of flies up towards, you feel like it flies up towards the ceiling and then comes springing out into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just kind of flies into the room above everyone's head, not really knowing where it is for a second until it looks around and sees you again. That is its turn, though. Next guy.
Probably does the same thing.
Also takes 8 damage.
Nice. Okay, he also comes flying out into the room. I guess, Roxanne, you kind of see a giant, a big long sword come swinging out into the room with no owner, just floating there.
Wow, they're really beating someone up in there. The weapons are
Bob.
flying.
All right, let's take a look here. What we got going?
Just
So
Eldritch
Hunger
Blast.
Fadar is concentration, so I maintain concentration on the spell.
Yeah, it's okay. This ain't Pathfinder. There ain't nothing big about that. You just gotta not take damage.
Yeah, I just say it out loud because otherwise some folks could interpret that as a
As a
admission of not
as
doing it.
permission.
All right, Bob is going to turn his gaze to the flying swords and lift a hand, and he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast, 1 beam at each of them.
Okay. Go ahead and spring 2 blasts through the room
Don't forget
up
the
towards the ceiling where
MAP.
these swords are flying.
Right, he's gonna attack this one first.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 22 to hit.
As a hit.
Does it crit?
No.
It's gonna be 13 damage.
His sword goes clambering off to the ground. It is ceased. Motionless.
Well,
Go
mine
at the
isn't.
other one now.
Oh, mine just paused.
Second attack is a 14.
Fortunately, it flies past it, kind of plinks off the side of a bookshelf.
Ooh, a
Alright.
bookshelf.
There are books everywhere.
Someone's making a mess in there.
Let's see.
How do I mark defeat at this sword?
Oh.
There we go.
I can't. Let's see. Yeah, I already made the attack roll, so I can't use the fossil orb. Let's see here.
One day the music will start back up.
Okay. That's
Alright.
it.
I got the music.
It just started up for me.
So that guy is going to take 5 more cold damage.
This guy in front of us, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. He's having a good old time. Kind of falling apart a bit. Well, Bob, he's gonna try to slam into you.
Okay.
Here I go. That's gonna be a 9 to hit you. Did
That's
that
a
hit
miss.
you? Oh
Nope.
no.
He misses.
Whatever will he do? He's this is boring.
This is boring.
He tries to slam a second time.
It's not that he finds this boring, it's that he's got no emotional energy left to
As a
react to anything.
14 to hit you.
Does it have the
I'm shy.
MAP?
I'm at 16.
Yeah.
Did you
Okay.
include the MAP?
Well, that's his turn.
Wait, it
Give
didn't.
him the save. Give him the
Yeah,
save.
give him the save.
18.
All right, that will make it, so no damage.
Was it no
Rogue.
damage or is it half?
Okay.
Or is it no
Oh,
damage or half damage? Sorry,
I
That
feel
does
like
no
it might be
damage.
none. This is like
Okay.
yeah.
that would make sense.
Rogue. No stabby rogue? What the fuck, my guy? Well, they can't see you either. You can see him. We know you can see him. That's fair. Remember, I'm okay with you grabbing a dagger and light weapon offhand attacking.
Just grab your rapier in the other hand.
I switched my rapier to my other hand. And
Offhand
I stab
attack.
again.
I mean, you do have 2 rapiers.
But you don't have dual wielders, so it needs to be light.
Ah,
Remember, I rule specifically with rapiers. You could use a dagger as offhand.
No, this one in particular is, let's see.
Let's get him.
My brother in
Well-
Christ.
Well, it's quickly
Uh-huh.
becoming dangerous as the dice reduce.
5,
Excellent.
10. Oh, hello there. 15, 20. I don't even remember my movement. I think it's 30. Hello.
You're walking. Be aware, there's a flying sword above
I know.
your head here too.
I just wanted to walk here. Then I don't even remember what buttons do I have.
What buttons do I got? Yo, everybody, we got some learning pain. We got some learning pains right now. Don't worry.
I'll just
Roxanne, you are absolutely positively glowing right now.
one second. Let
You're
me.
radiant right now.
I'm gonna have this guy move out. For me, have bonus action tell him to attack this guy.
Okay.
I guess that works. Him being in the same space.
He goes at it. Let's go.
Stop doing spellbook features. Knife. There it is. As soon as it loads.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, there's the buttons.
You got so many. Yo, you got
Normal.
so many.
20 to hit.
Yo, you hit him. You hit him. Let's go.
4 damage.
Get hyped.
Whoa! And then I'm
Why
pretty
does-
sure.
Why does combat feel so boring right now? What
And then I'm
happened,
pretty
guys?
sure I have a stone grenade already charged up, so I just toss it like right there.
Okay. Yo, the vibe is rancid right now, my guys. You just kind of chuck a stone grenade
Look,
into it.
It's
It's just
I was
dying.
gonna say,
right
like
now.
you guys might be coming across as like bored or tired. I'm just trying to roleplay Bob as being like
You're
completely
just- you're-
fucking
you're-
I'm just
done
so-
with
Zoe,
Like,
you're
I'm just so
completely messing
tired.
up the mood right now. I need you to hype it up.
No,
I just tossed a stone grenade.
because I'm always tired. Okay. What kind of
Roxanne
grenade
trots,
is it?
trots
Whatever got
the one that explodes.
Explodes.
Yeah.
So
so they need a-
save.
yeah.
Okay. What's the save, Roxanne?
14. I'm pretty
14
sure.
what?
Saving the Dex.
Okay, they all failed. Cool.
Oh. Okay. Well, here's the damage. 8 damage.
Yo, that's good. That's good.
Max damage. Max damage.
Roxanne, everybody get hyped. Everybody say good job,
Woo!
Roxanne.
Yeah, I came up. I attacked this flying sword, and I just
Yo,
tossed an exploding
we're
rock
having
in
a
there.
tired day. It's okay to be a tired little scrumbly wumbly.
And that's
Yeah.
my turn. We've been
Alright,
down here
guys.
for so long, we're getting just bored of
Rug
this.
takes 9 cold damage.
Bob, you're really fucking me here. You're really.
Did he kill the rug?
No, but the rug moves and partially gets out of it.
Nope,
Then it
it's
is
still
gonna
in the
fly
area.
up on top of the bookshelf. I think if he attacks, he can smother onto someone though, so he might be able to see. If he flies up on top of this bookshelf, he might be able to hit Roxanne and grab onto her. Let
Why
me see how this
Roxanne and
works.
not Rogue? Can I duck down lower so the Rogue looks taller, more menacing? Go for him.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm gonna say this thing. So here's the issue. This thing, it's. Who wants to die? Roxanne or Rogue? I'll take it. Yeah, it's going after Rogue. Okay,
point
Rogue,
to
could
Rogue.
you make me a... No, okay, I make an attack. Let's go.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 20 unnatural. That hit you? Okay, this thing sucks you in to its beautiful
Opportunity to
body.
attack on Rogue.
Fuck off, Roxanne.
You're
Yeah,
shot
get
out of
fucked
5.
on.
Oh.
So this thing, so you're blinded, but you're immune to being blinded because you have blind sight. You are grappled by it. It is wrapped around you now. This thing reaches out and you go to its place. It can't move. Well, it doesn't move, so that means you'd have to move. Because it just wraps around you. So it reaches out, grabs
is
onto
it
you,
still
and
in
pulls
the
you into
effect?
it. You're grappled, restrained, and suffocated. So make a Constitution check to see if you can get any air as this thing grabs onto you and pulls you in.
Yeah, I feel like this is not even that big of a concern. Well, is it still in the effect area?
Yes.
So
Okay, so you get a full breath as this thing grabs in onto you, though.
and it ends its
You're,
turn in there.
You feel like
Okay.
if this thing does damage to you, though, you might be losing some air. But that's you're okay.
Okay, you can still Misty Step.
This thing, I hate. So this thing right now is wrapped around you, and it is just smothering and reaching, and you can feel it like trying to grab and wrap around your throat and strangle you. No, no. Okay, Bob,
on.
could you get me?
It needs to roll the save, yeah.
Oh yeah, it does need to roll a save. You're right.
That was really hot, Keegan.
10.
It takes 2 more damage.
Okay, so due to Rogue being in there, actually now it takes 1 damage and Rogue takes 1 damage.
No, that's not how that works. I don't think.
That is how it
'cause
works.
Is that like
Unfortunately,
is that a
Rogue
trait
is
of the rogue?
yes. When it has something smothered, half of the damage it would take instead goes over to the.
So then, once it activates for rogue being in that space, does that mean it takes half the damage as well?
So it's taking 1. Yes.
Okay.
No. Oh wait. Here's. While this creature is grappling a creature, it takes only half the damage dealt to it, and the creature grappled by the rogue takes the other half. So it only applies the one that hurts you guys. It only applies to the negative sense. This thing is taking. Rogue is an internal shield for this thing.
It'll be fine.
Well,
It would still be dead if you rolled any higher than minimum.
I'm aware. Anyway, so the suit of armor though takes 7.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Wow. Okay. I was like, all of his health.
7. The animated armor now. Bob. It doesn't like you.
I wonder why.
It just rolled 2 attacks and rolled a nat 20 on both of them.
So what's the total number with both of those?
Not a lot, but let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, so 24 to hit twice, so those both definitely hit.
Okay, and I can't use the fossil orb to bring my AC up enough to negate that, so.
And it's a crit.
It's a crit, so it auto hits, but you can. Well, yeah, that is the one circumstance. So you're gonna take 10 and 8, so 18 total bludgeoning damage as this thing just rakes over. Just books go clambering to the ground, and this thing just slams into you twice, kind of knocking you over. You can see its whole body just kind of shambling around, just parts of it just flying off in different directions.
All right, see if we can
That's
dodge
the
the
end of its
tentacles.
turn, so that is true.
Is it? How does that work?
That is a true. You're actually going to need 2 of them, and both of them are just going to need to be 10 or higher
Isn't it like 10 and
for
8?
the concentration.
All right, give me a second. I'm looking up the concentration thing.
It can't. It's 10 or higher. It's half of the damage you took, or 10, whatever's higher, is the DC, and it's for each attack. So it's a concentration check if you have Warcaster or if you have Eldritch Mind. There's like 4 different abilities that can give you advantage on this, but I don't think you have
I don't
them.
think I've got Warcast or anything like that.
So it's just 2 concentration checks. Both of them are 10. Yeah, concentration saves. Sorry, yeah. Yeah. So Constitution saves. Both of the DCs are 10.
Sorry, I'm trying to verify real quick. They don't separate out the feats really well.
It's not a
Feet.
Warcaster is a feat, I believe.
Yes, but do you have Warcaster?
That's what I'm trying to check.
Are these
looks like
feet
I
or
don't,
ability?
though.
Oh,
Okay.
features. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd know if you had Warcast. That's true. I think you took Spell Sniper, yeah.
All right, 16 for the
So
first
one's
one.
good.
20 for the second
Okay,
one.
so you maintain concentration. You're good.
Hunger of Hadar remains. So it needs to roll a save.
It does. It got a 2.
And it takes 8 acid damage.
It stops being a thing.
It's dead.
It's dead. It's dead, Bob. You killed it. Okay,
Hello
that one
there,
goes.
sword.
This next sword goes. Well, it's got a rock right in front of it.
Yeah. What's the AC? 17.
Well, it just got a 13 to hit the rock, so probably not.
Okay.
They're just like swinging in the air, like
It's
a
a
rock
knife
sword and
versus
a
a sword.
regular sword, just swinging in the air, clambering and clanging off of each other.
It's like an epic anime battle, and we're just over here ignoring it. I'm gonna come up and crit it. Max damage.
Bob, your turn. It begins. My game is like
Okay.
not letting me.
Let's see.
There we go.
Eldritch Blast both of them. I don't know.
Sorry, just 1 second. I have to look something up because the description doesn't actually tell me what the spell does.
It's
I have a
okay.
healing
Sometimes it
spell.
happens. What spell you
Okay.
looking into?
Well, turns out I got a scroll of burning hands in my consumables that's been burning a hole
You
in my
do.
pocket.
You do. You could kill Rogue. It'd be kind of funny.
You're gonna be fine, Rogue. You're at like full hit points
To
practically.
be
so-
fair, Rogue only takes up 1 square, and Burning Hands you can control where it goes.
yeah.
The problem is if this thing takes damage, it's gonna transfer over to Rogue, and you'd know that from what just happened. So even though you can just hit here and then here and here with Burning Hands, you can choose to do that. It's still gonna hit Rogue because of the ability.
Oh, I'm aware that Rogue's gonna take half, but
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
so it's
Rogue with blindsight's fucking insane.
so it's fine. Everything's fine. I am going to. Yep. I am going to go ahead and use the scroll of burning hands.
Okay.
And it doesn't allow me to place a.
So, do you have
Emanation.
Burning Hands like in your spell list or anything? Like, would you have? It's okay. I know how the Burning Hands spell works. Tegan
Oh,
has
wait,
a
hold
character
on.
that uses it all the time, so you
What?
can.
Oh, never mind. The scroll's unintelligible. Never mind then.
Well, it's only unintelligible unless you intelligent it's it. So what you do is you make an Arcana check. But the way I do scrolls is if there's a way that you would know them. So like, what's your Arcana just in general?
It's a +3.
Yeah, you'd know how to read a scroll, Burning Hands. You're good.
Okay. All right. In that case, yeah, I'll cast it and hit these two with it. They need to make dexterity saves DC 13, or they take.
So 19 and 17. So they both succeed, but they're going to take half.
Yes. So half of that is going to be.
So 6 on each
7.
of them.
Well, half will be 7, right? Because you round up.
You round down. D&D is always against the players when it comes to anything you'd hope wouldn't be. So you can either take 3 fire damage, or you can try to make a save to take 1 fire damage, Tegan. Oh, good. Okay. And I would say normally I believe it has to be like you do a save, but you're good because it's. Okay, so you're not getting hit with an attack at all, but I'll still let you use it because you can see it, you know it's coming, and it's like a declared thing that Bob begins to chant. You're taking half damage because this rug
Do you want to
instant deals
drop?
half to you.
Do you
which
want to
only
drop
counts-
Hunger of
So
Hadar
Uncanny
to
Dodge
Rogue?
says only attack.
Keep
right?
Because Rogue's probably gonna.
This is
kill
an
that
effect, not an attack. But because the damage is coming from a source you're aware of and can see and is right next to you, I'm letting you use it. So you take 1 fire damage. And the rug collapses off of you.
Thing. Bob, do you want to keep Hugdar up?
I
Sorry,
will say
what was-
Bob would know he could let it hit this animated armor and then drop it before
Oh.
it hits Rogue.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like only on your turn.
You can drop
Takes 10 cold
concentration whenever
damage.
you want. Yeah, it's gone too.
All right. Then I will drop concentration after that.
Do you want to just let me
Okay.
attack this sword, Rogue, and just like pretty much skip your turn?
So
I
it is
mean-
in the air right now. Like it's up on the ceiling.
Do you want to delay your turn till after me so I
You
can
can
just
shoot it.
attack it? Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck it, I guess. You walk down the bookcase, look up at the ceiling, and just.
You're gonna miss. Does he have a?
Why are
Is it
you so
advantage?
mean, Roxanne? Why so mean?
You're gonna. I look at Rogue like you're gonna miss it, or not.
So this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get him. I didn't want that.
No, rock.
You have an ally
Rock is next to it. Rock is next to it.
You're going down, sword. I believe so. It's either 3d6, 2d6, or 4d6. That is. It clangs off the ceiling, falls to the floor. No longer moving.
So how much monster parts did we get?
Guys. Short break? Break time?
Yeah, we just go out, kill
Break
these
time.
things. Oh, okay. Well, I stabbed the thing.
Hold. Calm. Deep breaths.
As it spotted the ground, I cut
animated
it up.
equipment clambers to the ground. Now just regular equipment. And
That
you're
was
safe.
fun. I make another stone grenade.
The quiet re-quiets around all of you. The quiet of the room.
I don't have Dr. Pepper here. That's why I don't have my happy juice.
A little humming noise of tinnitus returns to your ears.
Oh yeah, I did throw a grenade out. I was about to come up and thunderclap these guys too.
Please don't. I hate mosquitoes so much.
My next how does
And
how does
Rogue, as that
thunderclap
happens,
work?
you notice there's a little button. There's a little button right here.
Wait, wait. How does thunderclap work? Is it everybody within that area has to gets affected?
I can go read it if you want.
I have it's in the chat. I popped it and
Spell book. Thunderclap. You
it's in
create
the
a
chat.
burst, a thunderous sound that can be heard from 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you. Why does it not say the range? 15-foot cube.
So is
It's
it like what I
range.
have up right now?
I think so. Centered on
Okay.
self, yes.
Look at that. Well, that was an eventful fight.
What a fun little time we had here.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'm a little bit tired, like just in general, but like I'm still happy to be playing D&D.
Guys, we did it. I'm fine. I'm
Say it.
fine. But you all keep asking at the same time. It's not my fault.
No, it
Now
is.
you know how I feel when you guys all talk at the same time.
Rogue, click the button. Click this button right here.
Rogue, there's a button. Do you want to press it?
Do it!
Honestly, it was good for us to get started again, but if you guys do need to end early, I totally understand, and that would be okay.
Yeah, I believe the
You threw
DM.
off the DM's groove.
I blame Tristan
Do you
wholeheartedly.
guys want 2 long swords? Do you guys need sets of half plate?
I don't even know if that would be beneficial.
Isn't half plate like 100? It's like 700 gold pieces.
Say, as a fighter, you could actually wear half plate because you're proficient in it. It's just it would give you disadvantage on stealth. I think it's heavy.
Wait, so you're saying we can sell this stuff?
Your dex has to be 15 to wear half plate.
Well, I think.
Oh
it's
wait,
actually
sorry. Your dex has to be. Where is it?
Well, basically, Gives you
No,
AC
okay,
15.
so
It doesn't allow you to get an AC bonus to your dexterity, and you have disadvantage at stealth. So
I
I don't
actually
think
don't.
any of those options are good for you, and it is medium.
Well, you already have advantage, so it just make you normal. Okay, so you don't have half plate doesn't have a strength requirement. Half plate doesn't have a strength requirement. It gives you 15 plus your dex modifier for a max of 2, so it gives you 17. You'd lose your advantage on stealth. You
Where
would. You would.
where are you finding the stats on half plate? Because what I'm looking at it says only AC 15.
So medium armor is you can add half
Oh,
plate's
okay.
medium armor, which means you can add your dex modifier, but only 2, up to 2,
Okay.
unless you take medium armor master.
I mean, with that new information, I would say half plate would be a huge fucking jump for you.
It's a huge jump in AC, but it gives you disadvantage on stealth. Yeah, the other best option for you that gives you, I believe, 15 or 16 is studded leather. You
I
could,
mean,
especially now that you have 2 things worth 750 gold pieces each
Yeah,
sitting in
I was
front of
gonna
you.
say I can throw those into my bag of holding.
That's
say,
fair.
do you just have normal leather? I mean, I've got some magic studded leather of like cold resistance, which means it'll resize for you if you want to like swap out.
Roxanne needs armor because she's at a AC of 14, but yet again, I do try to keep her at like distance because she can. How do I get my spell DC up?
Leveling up and getting your intelligence higher.
Okay.
And then thunderclap doesn't go up unless you get your con higher, I believe,
Oh,
because
hey,
you got it from the
actually,
feet.
artificers, according to this wiki dot thing that I'm looking at, I'm not sure if that's like what you've brewed in your particular game, but this version has proficiency in medium armor at a basic thing.
Yes, I don't know based on your subclass or anything what your armor proficiencies are, Roxanne, but oh yeah, you have proficiency in medium armor. You could wear them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I probably wear it then.
yeah, put it on. You got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it on. But I'm gonna make it look really cute before I put it on.
You can get 2.
And
To be fair, you also with the gauntlets of overpower, you could wear no, you can't wear you don't have proficiency in heavy armor, but if you got it, there's heavily armored
Mm.
the feet that Here's. Yo, is it
yeah,
bookkeeping time, gamers? Here, so there's a pretty
all right.
looking rug if you guys want to put it in your inventory. It looks like it's worth some money.
Yeah,
There's
I'll
2
just
more
go
long
stuff.
swords. There are, but this one's like exposed and not under bookshelves and stuff, so it's easy to get. Um, I'll just tell you what you guys find. I'll just tell you what you guys find so we can.
Me too.
Orcish time.
And
Let's
then
send
I'll
him to
I'll
Orcish.
just throw everything into
Thank you
my
all for
bag of holding except for one
watching.
of the plates. I'll actually just wear the plates.
I can't spell Orcish. I wrote YB Orcish.